Hello, and welcome to more Dimwit Dewitte. This is him lying, crying and begging his mom for help from jail. Hope you enjoy it.
Where is my badge?
Correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
How are you?
All right. What's going on?
I'm sure you already know.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ron, you called Dylan, so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever. I'm going to sue. So, we were doing a funeral escort, and, I mean, I can tell you the whole backstory. You can either believe me or not. It's up to you. I don't care. So there was a sergeant. There was a sergeant with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. I filed an internal investigation and affairs with it on him a long time ago.
No.
He knew who I was. He gave me a hard time back when we first started. He got chastised, got suspended. Long story short, I don't know what happened. I don't know why he left Orange County, but he left Orange County. He got a job at Windermere as a sergeant. So we're doing a funeral escort. We're at the roundabout right by the school there, and I pull into the escort's already going through. I pull into it, hit my air horn, not even the siren, just my air horn, because we already saw a Windermere police car on a traffic stop. So we all were behaving. So another unit pulls up, drives over the median, drives over the wrong way, and just sits there and looks at us. So we're all like, okay, well, we just move on. We keep going. We leave that roundabout. Do you know that area? Do you know where the roundabout is?
Yeah,
By the
I know where the school is, yeah. Uh-huh.
We're already at the cemetery in Winter Garden, and they're coming lights and sirens opposite direction, racing up the road.
No.
Okay? They pass 2 patrol vehicles. They pass Recycle, Allen, and Stutters. They pass 4 of my guys.
Yeah.
He comes up to the intersection. The funeral's already in it. I'm in this intersection right at the cemetery.
Right.
He hops out of the car. I don't know who it is at first. I don't know who it is. He hops out of the car, and as soon as I see him, he goes, "Hey, Jeremy Dewitte, how are you doing? I've missed you." I was like, "Oh, Sergeant, I missed you too. I haven't seen you with Orange County for a while." Because now we're bantering back and forth being dicks.
Right.
We know what time it is. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, well, I've missed you, so I've been looking for you." That's exactly what he fucking said on my body. And he's like, "Oh, I missed you, so I came and got a job here." That's exactly what he said on my body camera. "Well, I've missed you, so I've been looking for you." That's exactly what he fucking said. "Oh, I missed you, so I came and got a job here." That's exactly what he said on my body camera. On my body
Do you have the video?
I do on my body. Well, it's in their possession. So if it gets deleted, then. But if it doesn't get deleted, I do have it. God is my witness. And he's like, "You need to pull your motorcycle over and get out of the intersection." I was like, "Well, Sergeant," I said, "I hear you." I said, "I have a funeral going." I said, "As you can clearly see, do me a favor, just give me a few seconds, and I'll go ahead and move the bike." He's like, "I need you to move your motorcycle now." And I was like, "Listen, Sergeant, unless you're going to put one of those patrol vehicles in this intersection to control my funeral, because there was cars at the intersection waiting to go," I said, "then I'll move for you, not a problem." He's like, "Whatever." So he turns around, and he gets on the radio, and he's calling for backup. So here come Allen, Recycle, Stutters, and the other unit. 4 units, they drive by me with their lights on and their air horns going. He doesn't say anything to them.
Right.
The funeral goes by. He's like, "Okay, now move your bike." So I move my bike, park it, get off, and he's like, "Your motorcycle's stolen." I was like, "What?
What?
My motorcycle's not fucking stolen. I have the registration right here on my phone." Before I could even touch my phone, he yanks my arms aggressively, and I actually have a tear in my shoulder from the accident. And he cuffed me and gave me to the other officer and said his motorcycle's stolen. They jam me against the car, and then they start stripping me of my gear. I'm telling the sergeant, "I have the registration on my phone. What are you doing? I'm still wearing my helmet. My body camera's still rolling." And he's like, "I don't care what you have. Your bike is stolen." At that point, I tell my units, "Get back here now with your body cameras on. Get back to the scene." So they come back. They get out of their vehicles, and they surround the scene with their body cameras on. The sergeant says, "If you don't go away, I'm going to arrest you now." So he forces them to leave. They jam me on the car, and he's questioning me about the motorcycle, saying it's stolen. I was like, Sergeant, I can prove to you it's not, Sergeant. Every time he asks me a question, I turn to talk to him, and then the other officer puts me back on the car. But then the sergeant thinks it's funny, and he keeps asking me questions, so I keep turning to talk to him. And then the guy pushes me on the car.
Jesus.
So now they cuff me. Well, I'm already in the cuffs. They've stripped everything off me, my helmet and everything, okay? They say my motorcycle's stolen. They shove me in the car, okay? About an hour goes by. They come back
in the car there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they towed my bike. They've already towed it.
They towed your bike.
Oh, yeah. So wait, it gets better. They come to me and they say, oh, we're sorry. You're right. Your bike's not stolen. Florida called us back and said it's not. But you were resisting the police officer, and we're arresting you for resisting arrest. And I'm like, what? I never resisted arrest. You pulled everything off of me, and I never pulled away from you. How did I resist arrest? They're like, you called backup for your officers, and you kept turning and talking to the sergeant. I was like, because he kept asking me questions. They're like, we're booking you for resisting arrest. It gets better. They start taking all pictures of everything, and now they're charging me with impersonating a police officer. They said because I was standing in the intersection doing what I was doing in uniform, I was impersonating. No, wait, let me rephrase that. I should read what they said. They said because I was wearing a shirt with a badge-like and a helmet with a badge-like logo, I was impersonating a police officer. And, of course, I'm yelling, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been dealing with Orange County, FHP, OPD, on and on. I said, I want your lieutenant now or a captain now. And he told me, I'm not giving you anything. I refuse. I was like, I want your supervisor now. They're refusing. So I just read the report, and they said that I pulled into the intersection, and then I went down the road, and they saw me cross the yellow line. So then they said they pulled me over. But that's not true. They pulled me over all the way down in Winter Garden's jurisdiction by the cemetery, and it was the sergeant that pulled me over, not this officer. The sergeant's name's nowhere on the report. And the sergeant's the one that made contact with me first and said he was looking for me. So,
but his name's not on the report?
Right. But correct, his name's not on the report. So he passed 4 of my officers and came directly to me.
Right.
And got out of the vehicle and said my name. And then said my motorcycle was stolen. When they told me that, the officer left the officer left the laptop open in the cruiser, and on the laptop screen it showed Kawasaki Concourse 1400, registered to Metro State Special Services, owner Jeremy Dewitte, but it didn't have stolen.
Right.
It had a valid registration.
Who's your lawyer? Back to that guy, right?
Yeah.
Amir, yeah.
So if my body camera disappears,
yeah, if it's been erased, you're right.
Because I always videotape, and all the 4 guys, they videotape too. And again, for you
they
to
have
pass,
some of it. They have some of it.
Right, but for you to pass my officers that are wearing the same thing,
right? They had it on, and then he threatened to arrest them if they didn't leave.
Right.
Why?
Because he didn't want them on scene.
Right.
Right.
And now yeah.
So here's the next part that you're not going to believe. Recycle called my cell phone, my other cell phone, because he thought Rania might have it, and it was there on scene. One of the officers accidentally answered it and left it on accidentally. And the officers came together by my phone, and Alan, Stutters, Recycle, and David all heard the conversation. And they all swear that they're going to write a statement. The sergeant said, well, the bike's not really stolen. And we pulled him over, and now he's in custody in the back, so we got to come up with something and make something.
Really?
I swear to fucking God, as my Christ, as my witness.
You need to get them to the lawyer tomorrow.
No shit. On Monday. Yep.
God.
Recycle told Rania she's freaking out.
That's crazy.
So they heard everything on the phone. And they're all willing to write a statement saying that because Recycle put it on speakerphone and held it out so everyone could listen. Yep. And they said, we need to make something up. All of a sudden, that's when the resisting arrest came up first. And then they started like, oh, well, his badge is this and his badge is that, and they started taking pictures.
Yeah.
And then they said, oh, we're going to do that. So the next funny thing is this. So I just said to the officer, I was like, so wait a minute, I can't get my stuff back? He's like, no, your stuff's impounded for evidence. I was like, oh, but my motorcycle's not? And he's like, no, you can pick that up anytime you want. So wait a minute.
Right.
I supposedly impersonated a police officer on my motorcycle in my gear, but you only held my uniform as evidence, but you let my motorcycle, which is the vehicle that I was conducing the escort on, you're letting that go?
They have to, because they said it was stolen and then they backed down. Yeah.
Right, because they know they're wrong.
Yeah.
And then they charged me, guess what else they charged me with? Resisting arrest, impersonating law enforcement officer, and using a two-way communication device.
Yeah, what's that about?
Using a radio on the escort. Yeah.
You can use a radio. That's not illegal.
Shit. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No shit.
Are you getting out tonight?
Huh?
Are you getting out tonight?
Yeah, Ron, you already paid bond. It was only $400. So, I mean, but the money's going to come if the state doesn't just drop everything because Amir talks to them and they actually file, this is going to be expensive. Because I'm going to trial to the door.
Yeah.
Because unless they deleted my video camera, I have every piece of proof that I never pulled anyone over.
But
in the state of Florida,
they might erase it.
If they do, if they erase it, then that shows that they're guilty.
But that doesn't mean that you'll win anything. I mean,
if they tamper with evidence, Mom, that's a huge no-no in the state of Florida.
It is.
And here's the thing. In the state of Florida, to impersonate a police officer, you have to have three things. One, you have to dress or act as if, which obviously dress the way we are. Then you have to have something on you that says police, sheriff, parole, corrections, probation officer, state agent, something like that. Then you have to make somebody do something, like pull them over, take their driver's license from you, get a discount, get a free meal. So
but it's obvious you were doing a funeral escort. You were in front of the cemetery.
They even put that in the report. The best part is the whole impersonating thing. I'll read it to you. Here, listen. Dewitte, this is the only thing they have for the impersonating. Everything else is about the traffic, about the funeral escort, about how I went over a line. That's what everything says here.
Yeah.
But then it says Dewitte was wearing a law enforcement motor officer similar apparel to include a shirt with a badge like a bulletproof vest and a helmet with a badge like that says motor officer written on it in plain view, wearing a duty belt. That's it. That's
crazy.
it. That's what they're basing their impersonating law enforcement officer on. There's nothing else in this report at all about me pulling anyone over, using a siren, pulling people out of the way. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, they can arrest people all day long. That doesn't mean the prosecution's going to let them do anything with it.
Right, but I demanded a lieutenant because I said this sergeant has a history with me, has a bad history with me. I'm demanding a lieutenant or a captain, somebody that outranks him or a equal sergeant that's in the area to go over this because this isn't right. I'm telling you, I have on my phone the registration which verifies my bike's not stolen.
Right.
And we're doing a funeral escort, so you had no reason to pull us over in the first place. So
why did they think it? I mean, wouldn't have the report had to come up when they ran your tag as a stolen vehicle?
Right. That's my point.
I mean, how can they say it's stolen? Because then there would have to be
that's
a
what
bolo
Recycle said. Recycle told me before I even told him what they were talking about. I called him just now, and he's like, yeah, they said your bike was single 10, which means stolen, and then they were talking amongst themselves, and then they said, well, it's not really single 10. I just said that.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I love you.
All right, I love you too.
Bye.
Call me tomorrow. All right?
Bye. I swear to God, I didn't do anything. I was on a funeral escort. Listen to me. Okay, this is what happened. The sergeant, I got in trouble with internal affairs when he was with Orange County. Okay? He got in trouble with Orange County. He left Orange County. he got a job with Windermere Police Department as a sergeant. So this sergeant that I got in trouble with Orange County got a job with Windermere, and I didn't even know it was him in the truck. We started doing the escort. We're going down the road. I'm at a stop sign. All of a sudden, he pulls up on me. They come lights and sirens racing up down the wrong side of the road. They come up on me, and he jumps out of the truck. He's like, "Hey, Jeremy Dewitte," and I was like, "Oh, wow, Sergeant. How are you?" I said, "I haven't seen you since you left Orange County. What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Oh, I missed you, so I came and got a job here." That's exactly what he said on my body camera.
V26, come back to the signal 10 on the motorcycle.
Oh, really? Can you verify that?
Florida Honda motorcycle, 2005 model. 10-4 showing signal 10 out of OPD.
Ryan, are you 51 over here?
What?
Yeah, he's calling for his buddies to come help him. That's not going to happen until we verify on this signal 10.
Expedite.
Yeah.
372, should the first character be...
It's possible. I can't see all the way down. There might be another one down there.
That's the VIN on the Kawasaki.
It does come back to a Kawasaki.
10-4.
Is that registered to Jeremy Dewitte or Metro State?
Stand by, because I ran the VIN, and it's not coming back signal 10. The tag is. Just stand by one moment.
If you just run the VIN...
Yeah, 26. He's advising that the tag was one of their bikes that was stolen, and so maybe the tag was never taken back out of the system, but they recovered the bike, I guess.
10-4, that may be it, because if you just run that VIN out of Florida, you do get that Kawasaki registered to the Metro State Special Services Vehicle Protection, UNI.
Is there a tag assigned with that VIN?
That's that.
26. But when we run the tag by itself, it comes back on the Honda that's signal 10?
That's 10-4. Running the tag and teletype will bring you the white Honda, which is signal 10. When you run the VIN, you get the Kawasaki with that same tag assigned to it. So when the Honda was stolen, it had to have had that tag on it.
Yeah, that's what he's advising. When it was stolen, it had that tag. They recovered the tag, but I guess not the bike, and then they registered it on this bike.
That's because the Honda was stolen, and we got the tag back from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and then we registered it to that motorcycle. And that motorcycle has that tag. And the Department of Motor Vehicles issued the registration sticker for that tag.
Huh?
Put him in the car.
All right.
Drop it down. In the car, dude.
I'm just wondering why, when we run the tag, it would come back still to the Honda if it's registered to the Kawasaki.
Stand by, I'm honestly not sure. That was probably an issue when it was recovered and a teletype officer removed it. They must have not canceled it correctly.
All right, talk to everybody. Go ahead.
However, that had to have been an issue on the teletype operator that removed the bike initials part. They must not have done it correctly out of OPD.
In regards to this bike, since the tag is still showing as signal 10 on that Honda, should we do a cancellation request?
Negative. We didn't enter the item in the system. They're going to have to get with OPD and make the clarifications that they have their vehicle back.
Okay, 26. So we don't need to do anything then?
That's simple. We don't have to do anything. But if you want, have the driver of the vehicle contact OPD right now. I don't know if we have to send a hit confirmation, but if the item was never supposed to be in the system, then we're not needed at all.
Yeah, the driver's secured right now.
10-4. We're going to contact OPD just to clarify this incident. Stand by.
26, thank you.
PM.
Yeah, I'm like, this is just getting... He's like, I don't know what's going on. This is my car.
Orlando Police, this is Marissa on our recorded line.
Hey, this is Katie. I'm calling with the Windermere Police Department. Could I get transferred over to your teletype?
Yeah, one moment.
Hello? Hey, this is Katie. I'm calling with the Windermere Police Department. I'm calling because we're out with a motorcycle that has a tag attached that's coming back stolen, or coming back to a stolen vehicle that you guys entered. but it's on a different vehicle. And the owner of the vehicle says that he did recover his vehicle, but I just don't think he contacted you guys to get it taken out.
Okay. Well, so would you still have to send us
Do you want to hit confirmation?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it over. I just wanted to make sure, because it's just, the way it came back was just a little bit weird. Hang on.
So the person that has the vehicle is the owner?
Well, yes, but it's just kind of weird because when you run the VIN's not coming back stolen, but if you run the tag, it comes back as the stolen vehicle. So it's almost like the vehicle itself is removed. Like the VIN and everything, that doesn't come back stolen. It's just the tag as a stolen vehicle.
So is the VIN that the tag in the stolen, is the VIN the same as the VIN that's on the registration in the stolen report, in the stolen entry?
Hang on just a second.
Hey, sorry about that. It just looks like it's confusion on our side, too. So my officer conducted a 1050 on tag number. That tag shows assigned to a Kawasaki motorcycle. However, the motorcycle we're out with, let me see. Is it? Yeah, that's the motorcycle we're out with. And the VIN number assigned to it is clean. But the one that you guys entered in is showing on a white Honda motorcycle with a totally different VIN. That's where we're wanting to see, like, what the error is, because it's two different kind of makes, two different kinds of VINs that don't match the Signal 10 entry.
Right. So most likely that tag was on that vehicle that's in the entry. That tag was on the vehicle at the time of when it was stolen. That's probably why it was entered like that. And the tag the vehicle it is actually assigned to, it was not stolen. That's probably why you're not getting anything back when you run the VIN only. But if you just found the tag only, you can still send us a hit confirmation. Just put tag found only. That way we can get the tag out of the system, because the vehicle, until we hear anything, technically it's still stolen.
Technically still stolen? Okay, yeah, because I'll clarify it in the hit confirmation. So we are out with the white Kawasaki motorcycle with the same tag but different VIN number, and we do have an arrest on this. So I'll just send all the details into the hit confirmation then.
Okay.
All right then.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. You're welcome. 29P is negative with a valid DL and motorcycle endorsement. He is listed as a sexual offender. Is that the driver?
Yes. 10-4, show him 1015.
10-4.
The 1015 on that driver, can you send his criminal history over to the PD? Can you fax it over, please?
10-4. And just signal 14. OPD said to go ahead and send over the hit confirmation since it's the tag that's still stolen in the system, even though it's a different motorcycle.
That's 10-4. Right now we're going to have resisting, and we may have more work on that now. I think we're confused on this tag. Is it Signal 9 or is it not?
The information I provided to the operator, I told her the tag is entered stolen with the white Honda. However, we're out with a black motorcycle with a different VIN from the stolen tag, from the stolen vehicle. The operator suggested to send over a hit confirmation for the stolen tag. And they provided information on the victim being a Jeremy Charles Dewitte.
That's who, yeah. It's him. We have him. He's 1015 on other charges. So I think we're just going to leave the tag on the bike and let it go like that. Thanks.
10-4. It was per OPD's request because it was Signal 10 in the system. They wanted us to send over a hit confirmation. All we needed is a case number signed, and we'll be sending over the recovery information so they can remove it out of the system.
Okay, they should have the case number of the call already. Channel 1 did that.
10-4, we got it.
He advised OPD gave him the tag back when they recovered it. So is that something they should have already handled?
10-4. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay, so now they want us to handle it?
I explained to the operator what we had and how we had a different vehicle from what was entered in the system. She requested that we went ahead and send a hit confirmation so they can remove it out of the system. As far as him removing it or contacting OPD, he needs to follow up with them to get further and see where they went wrong.
Okay, so just give them the case number that's already in the call, and the tag's going to go with the bike, which is both owned by Jeremy Dewitte, who is 1015, and then he can figure out the rest of it.
That's 10-4. I think we covered our end already. Just have Jeremy contact OPD to see what happened.
They're with me, and they're stacking it so I go out of business or something. I have no money. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you ever want to see me again as your son. But you better get the family together, and you better get a bunch of money. Mom?
This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hey. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, barely, because the phones are shit, so...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk like that. I love you and everything, but...
Jeremy, I love you too, but...
I started a business, and I've been doing it the same for 10 years, Mom.
I understand, but recently okay, but recently you've been stretching yourself extremely thin, okay, and you're not protecting yourself, okay? And
I am stretched thin right now.
I have to protect myself. I'm 60 years old.
I understand that, Mom.
In 2.5 years, I want to retire.
Okay.
I don't want to be one of those people in the picture that's dead and hasn't enjoyed my life. And you have trained me, and I have given you more than my family has given Dylan over the years. I paid for all those lawyers when you were younger. So please don't say that I have not helped you and taken care of you.
I understand that, but right now, I have stuff that I can make work. I have money. I just don't have it now. I've been spending
I have no cash flow.
I understand that, Mom. I need my family to help me with whatever they can, whatever they're willing. I have a tow truck. I'll keep doing tow trucks. I'll do it. I'm working. I'm trying to survive.
I don't understand what are you asking for?
I'm asking to call Brian. I'm asking to call Angie. I'm asking to call Papa. I don't care.
So what?
I don't know what I don't know yet.
You don't even know what you need yet. Okay, so stop asking. Get it together. Get your documentation. Get your titles together, because nobody's going to lend you money without some real collateral. And when you get that done, and you have what you need, and you know what you have to do to fight it, then it's a different story. But to sit here and threaten me is not going to work. I'm not going to my family. You have to go to the family, and you have to say, this is what I have. First of all, they don't even know you've been in trouble at all. I've never told anybody anything.
I understand that. I'm literally going to go to the news because they were here. So they want to talk. So I'm going to go to the news and talk about how a deputy hit me with his truck while he was off duty, and they're making it look like I committed a crime so that they don't have to fucking find him guilty of that. And that's
not going to get you any money. Okay, but that's not going to get you any money, you know. So, I mean, you do what you want. I've never been able to stop you. I don't think that's a good idea.
The whole Windermere thing started this. The whole Windermere thing. And the Windermere thing, they haven't even picked it up. They haven't even charged me with it. So Orange County decided to do what they're doing, and now they're making up stuff. Mom, I swear to God, it wasn't even my camera that they were showing me the videos of.
Let me just say something. Right or wrong, true or false, I believe you or I don't believe you, doesn't matter about the money I have in my bank account. You've got some misconception that I have all this money, and I do not. Okay?
I understand that. I understand that.
So,
I understand that.
Trying to prove to me that you're innocent has nothing to do with the dollars in my... I don't know where you keep going with this family. You won't even come over when your grandfather's here. You and your aunt's here. You won't even come over.
I understand that, Mom. I'm trying to be a good husband since I'm making up for the mistakes that I've made.
Dylan. Jeremy, I'll give you their phone numbers. You can do it, but I'm not doing it for you. You stand on your own 2 feet. You tell them what you've done. You tell them what you need. You promise them collateral and let them make that decision. Okay? I'll give you their phone numbers if you don't have them. But don't tell me I have to do it.
It would help if my mother helped me negotiate, Mom.
Dylan, Jeremy, it's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet. I have enabled you far too long. I'll be by your side, but I'm not doing it for you. I'm not going. I'm not going to have you. I'm not going to have you threaten me and making me feel bad about it. I have helped you over and over, and you were just here 2 weeks ago, and I gave you $1,000.
I understand. Okay. To get out from under the workman's comp thing that these two deputies put me under.
I got it. I understand that. I understand. Like I said, right or wrong, true or false, doesn't change the numbers in my bank account. It doesn't. And how much I love you and wish we had a better relationship doesn't change the numbers in my banking account.
That I'm going to lose everything I have, and I'm going to go to prison for something I'm not doing. For 10 years, Mom, I've been running the business this same way.
I am extremely worried about that. And Leanda and I had sat here that night and told you that we were worried about that. I am worried.
And we've been tightening up. They're not arresting me for doing escorts yesterday. They're arresting me for escorts that they have on video from a camera that somebody else was wearing months ago that I had to pick up and use because my camera was dead. And when I was on the Windermere escort, they have the video of me on the Windermere escort, of course, because I was using that camera that day. And I didn't format the fucking card. And there's videos on there.
Okay, I understand. And I'm not trying to say that I don't believe you. I'm not trying to say that what they have is wrong. I am trying to say I don't have any money.
And I understand that. What I'm saying is I need help for us to figure it out.
But who's figuring out what?
I don't know, Mom. You know what? If you're going to hold it over me because I'm trying to fix my marriage with Rania and she's a pain in the ass and she doesn't want to go to family events, whatever, then I'll go to prison if that's the answer. If that's the answer.
You're trying to blackmail me and make me
I'm not blackmailing you, Mom.
Okay.
You're talking about Rania, and you know goddamn well she has no money either. We're broke.
Jeremy,
We've been fighting the Windermere thing. We've been fighting it because they're not doing anything, and there's no case. We've been fighting it to make it go away, and now I'm completely fucking maxed out across the board. I've been driving the tow truck myself. I fired the tow truck driver because he was stealing gas money. I fired him, and I started driving the tow truck so I can make money.
I'm still not sure what you want me to do. You're loosely
I
saying
do need help. I need Dylan to make some phone calls. He is. Dylan needs, if he can, call people, the guys, either Alan or Recycle or something. Please write that down. Call Alan or Recycle. We got to get the tow truck out of the tow yard. They towed my tow truck.
He doesn't have any money either. Is Recycle going to pay for this? Who's going to pay for this?
No, of course not. Nobody has money. We just got to figure it out. Or else it's going to sit there and collect more money to the point where we can't get it out.
I understand that, but Dylan doesn't have any money.
I'm not. Okay.
I mean, I don't know where you think you're getting this money.
All right, Mom. I understand.
I mean, we just don't have it.
Neither do I right now.
All right. I'm sorry.
I honestly, I swear to God to you, I was driving the tow truck today. That's what they arrested me in.
What you were doing or not doing doesn't change the bank account amount. I don't have any. I'm sorry. I don't.
I'll pay whoever I need to pay. I just need to get...
Nobody...
Okay. We need to get the tow truck out of the yard before it costs way too much money.
You need to be calling other people then. Because I don't drive a tow truck. I got to go to work in the morning. Call other people.
I don't have any phone numbers. I don't even have Dylan's phone number. Okay? I don't have anyone's number but Ranya's and yours.
Well,
so
Ranya needs to go into the office and get them for you.
Okay. All right, Mom.
All right. Love you. Bye.